at T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
ECS reduced for launch.
Roger.
25.
Status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go AFSPC 5.
20. 15.
This is Atlas Mission Control at T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have RD-180 ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of the United Launch Alliance AFSPC-5 payload with the Atlas V launch vehicle for the United States Air Force.
Vehicle disturbances are as expected.
You're now hearing the voice of Rob Gannon providing launch vehicle ascent data. Let's listen in for mission progress.
Everything is looking good. Passing 30 seconds into flight, everything looks good. Flight control is nice and smooth. Coming up on 50 seconds into the mission, everything looks good. Flight control's right down the middle, seeing normal disturbances for atmospheric flight. Everything is looking good. Operating parameters look good, vehicle disturbances look good. Open loop steering has been active for a while. Looking just fine. Coming up on Mach 1. And OTV is now supersonic. Passing through max Q. Vehicle disturbances continue to be as expected. We have throttled down to 95% of rated thrust right on time. Body rates are smoothing out. Engine operating parameters continue to look good. Continue to operate at 95% rated thrust. 20 seconds to enabling steering. Vehicle's flying normally. Engine's operating good. And we're proceeding right down the center of the range track, right as expected. Coming up on steering enabled. And we've enabled steering. Vehicle's maneuvering. We are now 25 miles in altitude, 15 miles downrange, traveling at 3,000 miles per hour. Parameters continue to look good. We're now throttling the engine to maintain a constant 2.5 Gs for payload fairing jettison, and we've fired the pyro valve, activating the reaction control system on the second stage. Everything's looking good. Continuing to maintain 2.5 Gs in preparation for fairing jettison. Engine continues to throttle as expected to maintain 2.5 Gs. Parameters looking good. Coming up on payload fairing jettison. Everything looking good. Getting ready for fairing. We're at fairing set. And CFR deck has jettisoned as well. Engine is throttling back up to 80% rated thrust, right as expected. Vehicle's operating normally. We've started boost phase chill down. We're now entering our constant 4.6 G acceleration phase in preparation for shutdown. Everything looking good. Coming up on shutdown. Boost phase chill has terminated as expected. We have cutoff. Booster engine cutoff coming up on staging. And we have stage separation. Everything looking good. We have pre-start on LOX and fuel. Ignition, full thrust. The RL-10 is up and running normally. Good start signature. Operating parameters for the RL-10 look good. Vehicle continues to fly right down the center of the range track.
This is Atlas Mission Control at T+5 minutes and 1 second into the flight. We've just heard Rob Gannon report the successful execution of events comprising the early portion of today's mission, and all systems continue to operate nominally. With the mission underway, let's take a look at video highlighting the capability of the X-37B orbital test vehicle.